Starting over. The counterfeit. Every time you are intentional, you use the practice, you pray and you worship to God, you set intentions, you write gratitude lists, and you're trying to manifest something into your life. The counterfeit always shows up first. Whether you want to give that credit to the devil, you can if you want to. You want to give it to low vibrational energy, you can if you want to. But honestly, it's just you. It's you and it's God co-creating. And I know you like, what? God will allow you to receive a counterfeit. Yes, God will allow you to create a counterfeit. And I'm going to tell you how he gave it to me. I remember when it really hit me for the first time last year. I was reading the word. It had been the first time since I had read it in a while. I will give you that. A long while. Of course, I have looked at scriptures, looked them up, been to church, opened the Bible then. But it had been years since I had just really dug into the word myself. So I was basically reading it for the first time ever. Like, I have been reading the word there since I was a little girl. But I mean, this is the first time in adulthood as a mature, seasoned adult that had gone through some seasoning, basically. And I remember when I started with the beginning of the Bible, what jumped out to me as soon as I started reading in Genesis was about the tree of life. The stories of the downfall or so-called downfall of humankind. When we got thrown out of Eden and had to end up living this mandate of the worst life ever. You know, the hardest, but the garden is supposed to be hard and rough for all the atoms, all the men to be able to dig and make gardens, and giving birth to babies is supposed to be hell and high water with contractions when it comes down to women giving birth, and the serpent supposed to be biting at our heels and we supposed to be stomping on the serpent's head. I remember the most innocent thing ever coming to my mind. And this is what it was. God, if you knew it was possible and you knew that we were going to eat the tree's fruit that you said and you forbid us from eating, and said every other tree in the garden was good for food for us to be able to eat, why in your own name would you even create this tree in the first place? If this tree was meant to create destruction in us as humankind, why did you allow the tree? Why did you make the tree? Why did you create the tree? Why did you make the tree pleasing to our eyes? Why was the tree even necessary? It's like, I guarantee you, a lot of y'all get mad at spiders, and you get mad at ticks, and you get mad at mosquitoes, and all of that stuff, roaches and all that stuff. But do you ever take the time to literally be serious and not be joking and say, you know what, let me ask God why he created this thing in the first place? I didn't say go to a scientist, because I'm pretty sure if you wanted to this day and time, you could go to ChatGPT, you could go to Google and put in, what purpose do these things serve? In this case, I wanted to know what was the purpose of the tree. And this is what God revealed to me over the next few days, because I know what it's like to be back in Eden. As far as I'm concerned, I have been back in Eden. I have lived in Eden. God has made my life so easy and so effortless for 4 years of my life, while I didn't really have too many cares in the world. Like, I didn't always know when or how it was going to show up. But because he had taken away all my human emotions at that time in my life, I didn't have too much stress on my head. I may have felt the pressure because he hadn't shown up yet, even though I knew he was going to show up. But it was going to come, and it always did. So he said the reason why I created that tree was not for humans to go to it and receive wisdom. Yes, that was the thing that the tree was able to do if you ate the fruit. But you never had to eat from that tree. All Adam and Eve ever had to do was come straight to him. They got to literally talk with him. And it literally says in there that he walked with them in the evening. And so when the sun got low and it was cooler, God literally came to the garden every day. So when Eve got, I'll be right back.